Bon Secours is the only faith-based, not-for-profit health system in the state of Virginia that provides care for children. Philanthropy has been a huge part of our pediatric program at Bon Secours. We have relied heavily on donated equipment and supplies to help elevate the level of care that we provide across all of our pediatric specialties and the inpatient services. I think we have an incredibly bright future at Bon Secours Pediatrics across St. Mary's Hospital and the growth that we've been doing on the outpatient side. And as we look to the future, we see even more growth on the horizon.
The day Silas was born was a beautiful day. We were so excited. We were really anticipating him being born. Our firstborn. The labor was long. The labor was difficult, but this beautiful little human at the end of all that was born. He was perfect.
So the day Silas was born obviously was magical, and we were extremely grateful. But I have to say, we even knew that there was something going on with him. The tongue tie was identified that day, and we didn't know what a tongue tie was, but it was the first step in the process of diagnosing other needs he had.
We knew Silas had some difficulties and challenges as a baby. He was very needy. He was our first child. We weren't aware. We thought this is how every newborn is, very high needs, and it was exhausting but extraordinary all at the same time. And later on, as Silas began to not meet the typical milestones, close to around 12 to 18 months is when we really started to become more aware that there were some significant challenges. For example, he was not walking, he wasn't speaking, and we just started to worry. We had another typically developing child, Levi, his brother, and he was meeting milestones, and I was for certain that there were some more challenges, there were some more difficulties that we were facing. Finally, a very close family friend recommended Bon Secours, and several of the providers and specialists they had used for their child. And at that moment, a ton of doors opened up for us. There were so many specialists who really took the time to listen and to collaborate with some of the other specialists. We finally met with genetics, and the genetics team did a variety of testing, and we were finally able, 6 months later, to get the results. And the Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome diagnosis has helped us because it's opened up doors for services and resources that we didn't initially have access to. It's so rare, there's only about 1,000 cases diagnosed in the world so far.
So the pandemic obviously has affected everyone, for us in particular. And so as we were left in our homes, as everybody was quarantined, to know that we had that outlet through Bon Secours and the services they were providing helped us navigate those challenging waters.
So Dr. Elna sees Silas for pediatric endocrinology. Because of Wiedemann-Steiner's rarity and because of some of the symptoms of the disorder, he's very small in stature, and so his growth needs to be monitored. Although Dr. Elna had never heard of Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome, she did her own research. She was so helpful, and she listened, and she reached out on her own to the only Wiedemann-Steiner syndrome specialist right now in the United States, who practices at Johns Hopkins and Kennedy Krieger, and coordinates with Dr. Elna so that we're able to have those resources met here in the Richmond community. We don't have to go as far, but she can still utilize that collaboration in an effort to help Silas reach his maximum potential.
The support we've received as a family to feel nurtured, loved, cared for, really understood, so that we were, as parents, as the entire family, felt a sense of comfort.
Richmond Hope Therapy has benefited Silas so much. Initially, Silas was not able to walk upstairs without assistance. Silas was not able to ride a bike. Silas was not able to balance. He has difficulties with coordination, gait, mobility, stability, his core muscles due to his decreased muscle tone. Richmond Hope Therapy Center has helped Silas just become so much stronger. Now he's able to walk upstairs on his own. He's able to ride a bike. He's able to balance better. He has overall increased muscle tone, core strength.
He is a constant reminder that's in our lives that we can be better, and he helps our family be better. And I've seen that impact on our 3-year-old son, Levi, and my wife and I. We're just grateful, our entire family. His reach is greater than we even realize.
When we have providers and resources that help us look for pieces and support all the different areas that we need support in, it helps us feel a sense of belonging and a sense of community and a sense of not being alone and a sense of they're there with us on this struggle. When you feel like you're listened to, not just heard, and when you feel like you actually belong there and almost becomes a second home, that gives the opportunity for your child and your whole family to thrive.